the clown train has picked up another unfortunate victim. Say hello.
Do I have to?
No.
That's
Okay.
sufficient.
This is a threat.
Well, of course it's a threat. It's an American.
Yeah,
Wait, was that the Holy Crown?
Yes. Yo, he detected the oil from like half a mile, like half the universe away.
You know, Dayan is actually rich in oil.
I thought that was Romania. The rich, plentiful, bountiful oil oceans of Romania.
Wait, I thought you already promoted me. Oh, no, we did that off camera to see what it looked like, right?
Yeah. Okay, so last time I got 2 Master Crowns as hidden items. So we are eating well tonight.
Kieran, woo!
Finally, Path of Radiance days.
Turns out there's a lot of undocumented crowns.
Yeah, in JTRD.
It's as if nobody cares. A lot of people don't care about Japanese RD.
Wow.
Like, they shouldn't. It's worse.
It is one of those special things about Fire Emblem in that the localization is just not... It's a superior game. It's not to say it's good, but it is a better game.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me, you know how when Ike was announced for Smash, apparently Ike is not popular in Japan? After playing Japanese Path of Radiance done, I can see why.
Yeah.
Same.
Welcome, Radd.
Oh.
We're talking about how Path of Radiance sold poorly on the GameCube.
I wonder.
Isn't it like the second worst selling Fire Emblem after? Or no, it's like third worst after New Mystery and Thracia?
Probably.
What's New Mystery like sold really badly?
It was a commercial failure, I think.
And Thracia was selling on a dead console.
Yeah.
To be fair, I think Thracia was like, what was it? Kind of a budget game?
More of
I mean, it was
game, if you ask me.
It was a side game, maybe.
Side game that somehow was superior to the game that it was stretching out of.
Yes.
Okay, but is it really that hard to be better than FE4?
No.
I don't know, ask Intelligent Systems Fire Emblems.
True. The man's got a point.
For as much as I like to also rag on FE4, it's an experience I did enjoy. And even if something is not well designed, I would prefer to have fun with it.
Isn't it like most Fire Emblem games?
Good for you.
Like most Fire Emblem.
A game doesn't need to be well designed for you to have fun with it.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's the things that are badly designed that make you have fun with it.
We wouldn't know anything about that.
Like, is Vantage Crit Forges in POR Maniac mode balanced? No. Would you play it without it?
Also no.
Probably not.
What if you played it without it and got 0%?
Yeah, what if?
What if, haha, unless.
I mean, it's an easier experience than FE8 easy.
What does the times 2 icon mean?
Is
it the epitaph?
Please. Oh. No, everyone, no one will forget Test Easy Mode Run.
No.
Maybe in a few years.
No.
Not soon.
I won't let
Okay, so should I bring it back and then actually the game on Easy Mode?
So, like, do you take damage on Sacred Stone's easy mode?
Yes. He got Ephraim killed in 5x.
What? What?
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, it just reinforces the idea that whether you're playing an easy game or hard game, you're gonna get people killed anyway. Because in the easy games, you start getting reckless.
I think Radd also wanted to like end the fucking suffering at that point.
Yeah, or that stream, it was like, follow, like, play fast.
Yeah.
And then,
Radd, you know what you should do next?
if you say any curse
You
stuff,
should play Japanese POR, easiest difficulty, no other stipulation.
No, I don't want to play POR again.
So just speedrunning it.
Yeah.
Keep running. But I don't want to play it again, I've played enough times. Please.
You're gonna find a reason to come back to it.
You get to skip like a third of the animations with Vantage and 255 crit slim lances.
Oh! Now I can actually replay the game.
That's actually a thing, though. The fun fact, you gotta be ready to get Vantage in the Japanese version, but because English doesn't have it, the crit forge glitch is not worth getting Vantage for it.
Yeah.
Actually, have you tried speedrunning POR with the debug option that disables animations?
I've never played POR with that debug option at all, period. I've heard it was a little buggy, but that was a while ago, so I'm
Because I would be interested in seeing, like, what would be the time difference? Like, how much time do you actually save if you turn that on?
Probably a good chunk.
Yeah,
I feel kind of weird about Path to Radiance, because it's like, yeah, the animations suck, but I also like that Path to Radiance has kind of a niche in speedrunning where the animations matter, so what you want to do is maximize like crits and stuff like that to minimize that, and you kind of take that away. But I mean, it's not really a good thing.
Yeah, and also playing with that isn't a real category yet.
I mean, okay, English mode, easy mode isn't a real category.
Yeah, I don't know why you ran on normal mode. Don't ask me.
I mean, if as soon as someone stops running it on AC, the category is open.
Technically.
Like, everyone that knows speedrunning knows that Cooking Mama became a speed game overnight because of one person.
Wait, what? Wait, which game?
Cooking Mama 2.
I believe it.
A big YouTuber made a video on how she now has the world record in Cooking Mama 2 speedrunning because she made the first speedrun.
That also reminds me of the...
Okay, but guys, please consider the following. I just got the Crimson Flower world record with DLC. I like how I haven't used Nyla at all, and he still has a support with her.
Heaven Affinity, underrated.
Then the underrated.
Heaven Affinity gives hit rate, right?
Pure hit.
Pure hit.
I mean,
I think it's like plus 19 hit at B with only one hit.
Plus 18.
Now.
Plus
18,
9
okay.
per level.
Hit and avoid, heaven and earth.
Yes.
That's clever.
That's actually a thing in a normal mode speedrun. You pair Ike with Raphael.
Hit rate's kind of important.
Just for the end game. And I think if we just deploy them in the same maps, it adds up to 48 support points, so Ike actually shoves Raphael once to hit 50 for the B support, I think.
I guess that's something we can thank Three Houses Maddening mode for. It made people realize, yeah, hit's a good stat.
Apparently not.
Like, it made more people realize that.
Oh yeah, I don't know if you guys saw this, but...
yeah. Wait, what?
So, remember how there was a base convo in 4P with Scrumier about like shiny spots? They are actually a thing in Japanese. And
wait, why did they remove them?
I don't know.
Because they contain master crowns.
No. This one has a Satori sign actually. But here's the thing: they are 100% find rate.
It's like Awakening.
Yeah.
Except they're fixed and always give the same thing.
But I'm surprised there's like no documentation on this.
I mean,
no one plays Japanese RD outside Japan.
Yeah, pretty much.
It is interesting to see how many like search locations and shine spots have appeared throughout the series in different formattings. Like in RD, they're effectively like the treasure from Desert Maps in the past, but no. they're treasure spots, like in the desert, but instead of being completely obtuse and secretive, they're a little more transparent, unless you're playing English. And then in Awakening, they're just like little junk, like glass swords occasionally, support points otherwise.
EXP.
Yeah, they give a variety of effects.
Sometimes you do get some good stuff.
Yeah, I won't knock those. Those are nice. They're just not really consistent the way the treasure spots are.
Yeah.
In Berwick Saga, you see this system
as
really
Berwick Saga, what a day.
Wow.
You see this system really implemented because it effectively becomes one of the thief's primary utilities in almost every map that you can deploy one in. They have a special skill that allows them to search these tiles with sparkles on them. Pretty simple.
Yeah, search tiles are a mechanic, and they're interacted with by thieves using a command. Well, it's more convenient.
Install Soren.
Ike now has Avoid. We're finally using those gems.
Stones. Not gems.
They look like gems.
The Lagoose gems are the ones that come on what's-his-face. Super hideous. That's it.
Oh, yours, friend. As long as you have enough gems.
They're all yours.
Imagine if we banned those because they were too close to royals.
Fuck off.
Stop, don't give me my tears.
No Lagoose Run.
Hey Radd, do you want to do it?
Oh. Oh.
Radd, you should.
Yeah, he's gonna do a no Lagoose run in not Tellius.
Oscar Triangle attack?
Yo, Pogu?
It's finally
I
time.
don't even know if it happens, but hey. Can they double him? No.
It still exists in this game, right? The bow triangle attack?
Yes.
Yeah, the bow triangle attack. I gotta have to ask, like,
I mean, it's because like Rolf's
Why?
like always,
range lock.
you know, because Rolf, just because of
Rolf.
Rolf.
just because of Rolf.
In POR, I guess, like, Boyd automatically got bows and promo, but Oscar had to sacrifice axes.
Wait, the triangle attack involves, two Pegasus sisters and the bad one. So, does that mean, like, Rolf is the bad one here? Does that mean that the intelligence system knows that Est is bad? Because she equates S, they equate S to Rolf.
Elfonk.
That is certainly some mathematics.
I used mathematics to prove why your waifu is shit.
By math, you are correct. But I just said otherwise.
Just because you are correct does not mean you are right.
We are going all in
No,
on these.
it is true. We are not just.
No, I mean, yeah, if you actually understand what they're trying to say with that quote, the quote actually makes sense, it's just the wording is funny.
Which is probably why they picked that wording, because it's funny.
Yeah. Because, like, what they're trying to get across is the idea, it's like, yeah, you might be logically correct, but morally you're wrong because it's fucked up.
I'm always right, so that means you're incorrect.
Okay, Diogo.
Okay, Diogo. Ringo, I appreciate how we both went to the exact same conclusion with that.
Well, it's the only logical one. Logical.
Logical, huh?
Logical. The promised time, huh?
Frost, no. Let's fulfill this promise. Time to fulfill this promise.
Are we playing TLP now?
Shadow the Hedgehog.
Fairy tale.
I've only
Is Shadow the Hedgehog part of the TLP franchise?
Sure, why not?
Stupid humans. This is like taking candy from a baby. Which is fine by me.
God, that's such a funny line.
Bruh.
Where's the damn fourth kid? Wow. Dahlia's moment. Dahlia's moment.
Tell
Wait,
behind
what?
you.
Oh, God. We were talking about it, and then the game actually goes through with it.
Teleports behind you. Nothing personal, kid.
Nani? Omae wa mon hinderu.
Noni?
Nani?
How much speed do these Pegasi even have? Oh, 26, okay. They fast.
Nah, they're not. It's just the armors.
No, I mean the Pegasi.
Yeah, and how much speed does the armor have?
22.
Yeah, why is there a 4-point difference?
Exactly. They even... No, they did double him. I need to get one of the hawks there, I think. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That should be fine. So... So basically, we have no plan. So basically, age.
Basically, I am monkey.
No. Cease.
Monkey Lagoose.
So basically, we don't have a plan.
Actually, it would be a monkey.
Hold on, this whole operation was your idea.
I mean, do we need a plan?
Probably, considering how this commentary's been going.
Hey.
I mean, a plan for the commentary, a plan for the map?
There's no plan needed. Let's talk about my favorite game of all time.
No, we are not talking
Shadow
about
the
that.
Hedgehog.
Exactly.
What?
He fooled everyone into thinking it was Ghost Trick. But it was me, Shadow the Hedgehog. Shadow! Shadow!
Disgusting black creatures.
Goodbye, Doctor!
Shadow! Shadow! Get back here!
You know, it's a wonder that game could even release.
Well, you guys know that, like, they said, Shadow the Hedgehog is that edgy because they thought, like, the audiences would like it or something?
I mean, why else?
Yeah, but, like...
I mean, audiences like
stay.
it in the ways that the devs expected they would.
Yeah.
To be fair, I think it was like a very different environment back in the 2000s compared to like us laughing on it now in 2020.
True enough.
Edginess was like the cool thing back then.
Exactly, because like
Actually,
I can remember in the 2000s on Toonami, they would air anime music videos synced up to "Crawling in My Skin." Sorry, that was Cartoon Network. My bad.
Babies? Question mark?
So, shoutouts to Hawk Lagoose.
Bird Lagoose.
You know, where is Lagoose? That's the bird question we need to ask.
I mean,
Who
yeah. I mean,
Lagoose?
that Pegasi is both a bird and a horse Lagoose.
Who is Lagoose, and what is his relation to Lageese?
Tall geese.
Tall geese.
What if it turned that Geese from FE6 was the progenitor to Lagoose, and this is just a Elybe sequel?
Yo, the progenitor god? Geese?
Yes. Geese is finally relevant.
Shackles, I'm in
Geese.
danger.
Geese is so this.
Why is geese? When you need to make sure to not, you know, like untransform on accident. Because JP are the good. Based and
Thank you.
Actually, I'm wondering, would any of the like version differences for RD impact the speedrun?
Resolve. Does that? No, actually, does the speedrun make use of resolve, Kirby?
No.
Okay.
I think it's actually bad because you lose.
Wrath. You do not have Wrath, basically. So
you make use of Wrath in the very first chapter, and that's it.
I thought you made use of it in like 1-1.
1P, maybe 1-1 in easy mode. I don't remember.
What about Forges?
Yeah. Forge all day, every day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There's, I think the 3E base is around a 7-8 minute base long base in the speedrun, and you make about 12 or 13 forges in a row.
Yeah.
Mostly hand axles.
So basically, it would need to be a bit rerouted.
A bit. He says.
Yeah.
A bit.
Just a bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a bit rerouted.
Yeah.
I can't wait to lose runs to having like 70 hit rates on bosses instead of 100.
Wouldn't you just like buy a shit ton of steel pole axes and just sell them? Like all you would need to do is like route in a bit of extra money and that's it. Soft Knife Factory would break though, that's for sure.
Yeah, it would.
Because you don't have access to like really good viable ones. Like ones that sell for out of forge points, I mean.
He barely hits the strength thresholds to two-shot a lot of enemies in late part 1, even with the forged knives.
Yeah.
To the point where like sometimes you actually just lose a turn because of enemy stat rolls. So it's pretty tight.
Also, we're finally busting out the hammer.
The real legendary.
Yes.
The true S rank of Radiant Dawn.
Joust Void.
Hmm.
He has
85.
He has the
Kind of
Akar.
good.
He has the Akar, which has 34 might, and then he has a +3 attack support actually if missed. So he's actually pretty good, guys.
Yo, missed? Good?
Yes. Oh, okay. So should target this guy. I cast 27 speed now. As you might guess, is kind of an important threshold.
Yeah, that's not
good.
4 less than 30.
Yeah.
And being doubled by 30 speed enemies is really bad.
Breaking news. I wonder if he can two-shot. Nope. Candy it is. Yes. When you need to check the biorhythm. Ah, I see. This guy.
You could gun for a crit.
Oh, I'm like, I see.
By everything good.
I think I'll send to deal with this. I can't wait to put it like. Oh, nice. Sorry, gauge. Oh, 11 because Dragon Gauge sucks.
Oops.
Why can't I refresh?
Well, his staff overdanced.
I mean, knowing Ritz's character, he could totally pass off as a Heron.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, would he pass off as a heron to the other birds, though?
Sure, why not?
I mean, as long as they get to move again.
Yeah. You ain't complaining. Look, if he wants to be a heron, he can be a heron. If Raphael wants to be a turtle, he can be a turtle, okay?
What if they want to punch really hard?
Next moment. Or rather, exalted. Well, if they want to punch really hard, well, that's an option too now. So.
Oh yeah, what are your thoughts on gauntlets?
Pretty nice. I know the speedrun actually uses a lot of gauntlets, which I'm kind of mildly surprised about, I guess.
Well, like, brave and crit means like, pow.
Yeah, but still.
I mean, they're playing on, lower difficulties.
Well, let me assure you that that normal mode free houses speedrun is RNG hell. As
I am aware.
Hey Kirby.
What's up?
Chapter 5.
Ew. Just no.
Chapter 5
just why?
Okay, Radd. Chapter 5 of Free Houses literally ends with a fight with a disgusting black creature.
I mean, that chapter is just too long.
Edit in the Sriracha gun sound.
I mean, you don't even need that map in a speedrun context. Just say that to anyone playing on Maddening, and they're just... and say it to anyone playing on just normal, and it's just...
I mean, Chapter 5 is just a really bad map.
Right.
It's not even a tedium that makes it annoying though. The monster kind of sucks to fight one-on-one.
Kinda, he says.
Just kind of, yeah. I'm being as nice as possible here.
And it's that RNG at the end of a long map.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Unless you're playing Golden Deer, then no problem.
Well, then you skip on the accuracy ring. So
yeah, true.
And the other places you see.
But those are the sacrifices we're willing to make.
Some of you may die. So that is a sacrifice I am willing to make.
That's just chapter 2.
It really is, though.
Actually, it's more like some of you will die, and that is a sacrifice I'm planning to make.
True.
Oh, dark mages.
Yes,
endangered species.
The elusive species.
Sometimes you even wonder why they bothered with dark magic in this game.
It's cool.
Just to throw it out.
We have light, we have dark.
Where there is light, there's shadow.
But like, there's not even overpowered dark magic boss.
Yeah.
Does Izuka count?
No.
Oh. Izuka's been around since I guess PLR, but like he wasn't a boss there.
Yeah.
I don't even think there was dark magic in PLR.
No, there wasn't.
Yo, Pog? With the combined efforts of the Scrub Brigade?
16.
No, Ringor, look at the efficiency.
What efficiency?
You're not dancing one of your units.
I think a combination of
Travesty.
Thorit and Oscar should handle him.
Yeah. Just thinking a bit there, I guess. For no real reason. Because I don't know.
Yeah, you don't need to think in Fire Emblem.
Bro, you think in Fire Emblem, kinda cringe.
Pretty much.
Except when you do. That's when you develop Hunting by Daybreak, Skip.
Ah, yes.
So,
Hey, it's a good skip, I'll have you know.
Why do we have to develop it?
Because the devs were like, people will find a solution.
Yeah, like
they did.
You wanted me to find the solution? Here's your fucking solution.
Like, we have written proof that that's exactly what they thought.
yeah, God, intelligence systems is a fucking enigma.
Quote unquote intelligent.
Exactly.
Ooh, 25 luck.
Yo, not crit by the Black Knight now.
That was what I was gonna mention.
Dude, you think I don't know these thresholds?
I mean, to be fair, do you actually plan these things?
Hey, Ranger, are you capable of just pulling out the thresholds for echoes out of just on the top of your head?
Which ones?
Yes.
Attack ones are more weird.
Like the speed thresholds.
Well, I know like the base ones, for example, how a Dread Fighter can't double the initial calves like in Act 1 without a speed level, and then how Clive needs to, the speed. He needs a speed up speed well for Clive.
That line is like classic.
Iconic line.
Iconic line.
Freeze up speed wells for Clive.
I do like the development, though, that, you moved Speedwells away from Silk onto Tobin.
Yeah, I do that.
Never count Tobin out.
Never count him out.
And it leads to a very different strategy with Silk.
Yeah.
Where enemies, because they believe they can one-round her, which they can, they attack her. And then you rely on the 50% hit chance to actually hit and heal her. And so she gets more EXP because enemies suicide on her.
Speaking of thresholds, about POR, it's really funny that all the energy drops you get and give to Anna, she exactly 2 shots with double crits with Wrath and Resolve.
Yeah.
That had to be just a coincidence. There's no way they were in.
Yeah, there is no way that's intentional.
Because more likely they thought, hey, what if the player leveled up Ina and the Goose map?
I mean,
what if you have to level up your Goto?
But still, what the fuck?
Yo, what if you leveled up your Goto? That's design right there.
Look at this unit.
Look at this unit that I just found.
Now ready your crits and go. Crit the enemy, not me.
let's retry let's replay Alentia's Gambit.
Man, this really is a recording session.
I blame Kirby.
Thanks.
No problem.
Well, I do have a conversation topic I've been thinking about.
Hey, are you gonna break the petard?
Okay, what is the conversation topic and why is it Gundam?
It's okay. It could be, but I had something different.
Oh god!
Wait, are you about to talk about Digimon?
No.
No, that is Fire Emblem related. I'll have you know.
What? Lex, do explain.
Because that's what Book of Holes said he posts about on their blog instead of actually finishing the FP4 translation.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. But
shade. Wow.
Digimon Season 3 unironically.
Oh my god, he's actually going to talk about Digimon.
I had another topic, but you brought this upon yourselves.
Please stop.
If you talk more, I will talk about Ghost, and you don't want to, so...
Okay, so Fire Emblem. I've been thinking about how,
Okay,
like,
Fire Emblem.
I might call Radiant Dawn bloated in terms of, like, levels and classes, but I've also thought about how, Three Houses goes a step beyond. It has 40 levels after all, and you have, 4 tiers of classes? 5 tiers of classes?
4.
And I'm not sure whether that's a bad thing necessarily, to have more classes or more class tiers. I just feel like, we're still trying to figure out how to best implement it.
Did you say 40 levels?
No,
It goes 9
40
levels, but he said 4 tiers.
Oh, right. It
40
goes even further beyond.
Yes, the sequel to the critically acclaimed hack.
We have a level cap of 99 for no reason.
Well, you know what I mean. It probably doesn't go beyond that in the late game.
I mean, it does in fact matter if you're doing a solo run.
Do we want to talk about Harden one-shotting Nemesis full barrier with Raphael?
No.
Okay, but what about 0% growth Cyril doing it with vengeance?
Stop.
Well, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's a marvel of modern engineering.
Sekaiichi!
Intelligence just be like, yeah, we can make final bosses, and the fans be like, no, you can't, and we can't either.
Accurate.
Wow.
Okay, what is a good Fire Emblem final boss? Like or just the final boss at a hack?
I mean the final map of FE5.
I mean, it's like... I'm just questioning, is Nemesis the best final boss?
We have, like, P4's final chapter.
Because it's like just lack of competition?
Is final
honestly,
boss, like...
Honestly, I would actually
The
go
best
with
descriptor?
Clarorea, believe it or not.
I think of, like, final bosses in the context of final chapters as well, because I feel like separating those two is not entirely fair to them.
It isn't.
I mean,
Because a good final map's better than a good final boss.
in that case,
FE7.
Berwick?
I mean, counting final boss, would you count the final formation of Berwick as the final boss, not just
Yes.
the final boss?
Yes.
Is that probably the best?
I mean, I like FE7's final.
No, you don't.
FE7's final boss...
What? I'm actually telling you. I'm actually telling you the truth.
But,
X out.
it has good parts to it. Like, I like the overall concept of having to deal with multiple rooms of really strong bosses and then making your way upwards. I think some of the rooms, like, what's his name?
Uhai.
Uhai, who just, like, pops out, and some of the formations could be tightened up better. But I think it is, like, still up there because it doesn't have very good competition.
It is a cool idea in theory, which makes it one of the better final maps.
Game theory. Thanks for watching.
That was not my fault.
Shut the fuck
It's
up.
just... Like, the final enemy formation should really be the final boss. So, like, Ashera would be a pretty good final boss if it wasn't for the, you know, unexplained attacks she does.
Yeah.
And the fact that, oh, you need Ike to kill her.
Yeah, that's
Please
really...
stop that bull.
At peak
They-
accuracy, by the way.
Just a question. Since I haven't played RD, the game does tell you need to kill with Ike, right? They aren't obtuse with that.
They heavily imply it, but it's not like 100% stated, but it's like 90% stated.
It's
Yeah,
like
but then you will think like, oh, they automatically finish off with Ike after you kill with like someone. But
But-
no.
But see, it's like if I was in that situation, my first thought wouldn't be like if I'm trying to do it for story reasons. My first one wouldn't be Ike. My first instinct would be Micaiah from just a storytelling standpoint.
Well, no, there's a conversation after the first
Just...
after like the first fake kill.
It's like the devs might have forgotten that Mikai is the main character.
Yeah,
Cool.
They forgot after part 1.
And notably, Ike
Absolutely.
isn't the main character.
Who?
They absolutely forgot that Makai isn't the main character.
Who's
Who
Makai?
is the main character of Radiant Dawn? It's not Mike.
It's
not
Mike.
Micaiah, it's
Clearly not
Mike.
Ike. Ike is not a character in this game.
Wow, you're gonna piss off all like 10 of RD Ike's fans. Wow.
There's Path of Radiance Ike is not a character in this game. He's nowhere to be found. There's Radiant Dawn Ike, but he's basically a cardboard box.
He's basically a Byleth.
He's a cardboard box that walks up to bosses and goes like, "Why are you even fighting me? You know you can't win
Oh yeah,
this."
speaking of actually like boss combos.
Oh, this one's great.
Yeah, die in the like whatever the goddess's name. I suppose talking it out is out of the question.
That's one of my favorites.
Yeah. The boss combos are fun, even if there's sometimes it's sometimes really dumb that you have to get them to get plot.
Like Grayson fighting Ashnerd,
Which kills
yeah.
them.
Path of Radiance.
That's a
That's a Talius moment.
Yeah.
Like, what if
So-
what if Raisin and what if you had all those boss combos if you just approached the boss with the character, like entered his movement range?
Oh, you're
You're
approaching
approaching
me?
so
Like
what,
then you would get all of the cool boss combos that the devs wrote without having to risk your frail characters that probably
Well, I mean-
can't fight them and literally can't fight them because boss immunity.
Plot armor.
Bro, Ashnard is an excellently designed final boss. What are you talking about?
You're on.
Alright,
plot
so-
armor.
what is a talisman?
Soft luck out of 10.
Moment?
Yeah,
Meg
soft
being
look,
told
final
she
map,
can-
that's what Elias moment is.
Meg can lift an entire cow, but she can't rescue anybody. There's so many, like, half characters in Radiant Dawn, though. Like, people who just don't have screen time. So I can't really say they're bad characters because
They're not characters.
they don't have the time to develop at all. I can't even make a judgment call because they're just not on screen.
So, Byleth.
Byleth.
Okay, I'm probably
Yeah.
I'm probably biased here because I actually yes
Biased, Byleth?
Okay, admission here to anyone actually watching this OP, I guess. I actually do read Free House's fanfiction. I believe there are some really nice pieces there, and I'm actually used kind of to like fanon Byleth for that reason, which I
It
mean,
does make you biased.
yeah. That said, the way the Byleth is like handled is pretty frustrating, and honestly, the most frustrating support for me is his Bernadette support. Out of all things.
Is
Just
it
like-
just because of the ending where she thinks she's gonna kill him?
Well, no, that one's like a different translation thing. No, I'm actually talking about like her ace support, where he like makes fun of her a bit for like daring to go out and like, bro, that's not how you fucking do it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I
You're
forgot about
supposed to
that.
be the therapist.
Yeah, I can see.
There's a lot of those weird dialogue options in Three Houses for Byleth where he just or he or she says things that
She.
is tonally out of place in the conversation. Like when Edelgard is
Okay.
confessing stuff to like trauma to her, he just says, "Oh, that's cute," 3 times.
Wait. Also,
Okay,
no,
but-
the cute thing is when she like spots a rat,
My bad.
but
But it's still like
Oh shit, a red!
oh shit.
Wait, but boss. Okay, or not
Boss?
Ringworm.
The
It's
classic!
been a while since I've done that.
The classic,
But
the
Ringworm.
classic.
My question is, what is fan and Byleth like? Because from what I've seen on Twitter, my perception fan in Byleth is that Byleth is a raging lesbian, or if it's the male one, he has a thing for ass.
Well, the lesbian thing is somewhat there, but like no, it's like usually it's like actually playing up the emotionless part to like good effect. Or like they want to have emotions, they're struggling with not having like defined
Emotionally
emotions.
stunted.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing about like a lot of Three Houses characters is that like all the side material and like fan content about their characters is somehow more interesting to me than their actual character. Like Hilda, I don't like her in game, but every time like I see an interaction somebody has made up about her, she's a more like compelling character.
You have Uno.
What about her brother? What about her brother?
Who?
Exactly.
Holst is fucking joke.
What the fuck was his name?
Holst.
Holst.
Frank?
Oh,
I like how Gilbert's brother has a portrait, even if it's generic, and Hilda's doesn't.
Holst doesn't even appear though. Holst never appears at all in the game. It's always that he ate a bad mushroom.
Damn.
Look, look, it could be worse. You could be Baron Dominic, who doesn't even get a portrait.
You know, Ferdinand's dad gets a portrait.
Look, someone calculated, I believe, that like between pre-time skip and post-time skip, Ferdinand's actually becoming bald.
No!
No!
F.
Ferdinand Baldire.
That's so depressing.
Oh.
Too much hair growth.
Can we
Too
get
much
an-
hair, 7.8.
Can we get an F?
I haven't heard a too much water joke in years. Can't spell ignorant without IGM.
I haven't heard that one in a while, but it
Okay,
is still
boomer.
valid.
Okay, Zoomer.
Hey, we are actually certified Zoomers, I will have you know.
I
Yeah.
mean, we're not using Zoom right now, though. We're using Discord.
Ask
Yeah, because last time we used Zoom, it went so well.
Oh.
Okay, here's something. On English RD, Anna will actually transform. She doesn't here.
What?
So English literally broke her AI because the plot is that she's not supposed to transform here. Nice.
Wow. English.
Wow.
English RD moment?
Your Honor, English.
Death. Sorry, no death.
At least it's not FE7 localization.
Ah, yes.
Quintessence?
Quintessence. That was what I was looking for all this time.
Quintessence, I do not comprehend.
Man, they really just like screwed
Don't
up
do that again.
final line.
Don't do what again?
The line from Ursula.
Please end.
Please.
Please.
I beg of you.
Your Excellency.
You still have to kill the Dark Bishop.
Yeah, but I think I have a... No, actually, okay. Please? Oh, thank God.
Whew! Pagu.
Ogu.
No resets for us.
Hey, I actually got the turn... I actually
Nice.
got the turn count. Alright.
GG.
GG,
Oh.
Ori, unsubscribe. See ya.
Unfollow.